In our current world of hustle and bustle, time is something that many of us do not have the luxury of wasting. Therefore, transport between all of the many activities that we participate in must be the most efficient. Public transport can only take you so far. Owning a car can be a scary and overwhelming thought, and it is a fact that 45% of crashes involving injuries occur in the first year of driving. All of this means that your decision to buy a car must be a well thought out and reasoned decision. No matter what job you are doing in this world, if you have the right equipment, then things are much less likely to go wrong. Driving is no exception. Hi there, Romy. It appears that you are having trouble choosing your first car. There are many conflicting views and opinions out there at the moment, and it's hard to work out just what you should be looking for. Well, listen up. Follow my advice and I'll steer you in the right direction. To help you with the challenge of picking out your first car, Michael Case, Chief Engineer of the RACV, is going to give us some tips.
For anyone looking to purchase their first car, particularly young people, it's very important to know your financial limits. Set a budget. Is it $1,500, $5,000 or $10,000 or more? It's one thing to purchase a car, it's another thing to actually operate it. Cars cost money, fuel, registration, insurance, repairs. You need to allow for that in your budget. The second thing when considering purchasing a car is to know what size or type of vehicle do you need. A small car, a large car, a station wagon for a family. It's very important to decide what your motoring needs are and choose the type of vehicle that best suits those needs. Then it's time to do some research. You can look at the internet, motoring sections in the media, including motoring magazines. Auto clubs like RACV have a magazine that road tests vehicles that tells you about the performance of the vehicle, the fuel economy, the safety ratings, the environmental performance. So when choosing a type of vehicle, you need to know your budget, you need to know what type of vehicle best suits your motoring needs, and do some research on the many different makes and models and determine what type of vehicle you're going to go shopping for.
So, Romy, it's obvious that there are many aspects of the actual car to consider, but there is still more to consider. It's time we took a look at the legal costs involved in owning a car.
Having made the decision on what you're going to buy, the decision or the choice you have is you can either buy through an LMCT, which is a licensed motor car trader, or you can buy privately. There are things you have to watch depending on which path you go down to. Number one, if you are dealing with an LMCT, you've got to make sure that that LMCT is actually a licensed motor car trader. That verifies that the person does have the necessary statutory license to sell you the vehicle. The big advantage and why I personally prefer to recommend buying through an LMCT is because of the protection it affords you. In regards to an LMCT under the Act must sell you a car with a clear title, so there's no finance due in the car or any proprietor or third-party proprietor interested in the vehicle. And secondly, if the vehicle is less than 10 years of age and travelled less than 160,000 kilometres, the LMCT has to, under statutory law, provide you with a 3-month or 5,000 kilometre warranty. If you decide to buy your car privately, it is the seller's responsibility to provide you with a current roadworthy certificate. And the reason for that is before a car can be legally transferred from one person's name into another, a current roadworthy certificate must be provided. If you're buying a vehicle without a roadworthy certificate, then it's the seller's responsibility to actually take the number plates from that vehicle and hand them into VicRoads, which actually cancels the registration. So you are actually buying an unregistered vehicle. For you to buy an unregistered vehicle, you either take that vehicle away on the back of a trailer or you apply to VicRoads for an unregistered vehicle permit. That allows you to drive the vehicle from where you have bought the vehicle from to home, to the repairer to obtain a roadworthy certificate, and then to VicRoads for inspection prior to registration. That's one of the reasons why it is the seller's responsibility to actually provide you with a roadworthy certificate. As I said, but if you decide to buy it from a person who is not going to do that, then you will buy an unregistered car, because they cannot legally sell you a car with plates in it without a roadworthy certificate.
Now that we know what to look for, Romy, and how much this car is really going to cost us, all that is left to do is know where to look for your first car.
Once you've done your research and you know what type of vehicle you're looking for, then you can spend time on internet sites such as car sales, searching the vehicles that are available, looking at the makes and models, the condition of the vehicle, how much the vehicle is going for. You can look in newspapers, the Trading Post, which has a regular publication, but also a website. And it's a matter of doing the research, finding the sorts of vehicles that you're looking to purchase, and then go shopping. And it's very important that you actually look at the vehicle very carefully for its condition. Take a friend who knows something about vehicles, or a mechanic, or RACV and VACC offer pre-purchase inspections. Get it checked, because it's very important to make sure that you know about the condition of the vehicle and buy a vehicle that best suits your needs. So it's about research, research, research in terms of choosing a vehicle, and then condition, condition, condition when you're actually purchasing a vehicle.
So Romy, do you feel that you are more confident that you can make a well-rounded, educated decision on the purchase of your first car now after all my advice?
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys.
Well, good luck, and remember what we learnt today.